Well, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Horror Talk Tuesday, everyone's favorite nighttime routine. Every 2 weeks, we go live talking about horror movies. Wow, what a coincidence, eh? Anyways, today we are not. Yes, we are not going to be using a mic today because, well, unfortunately for you guys, uh, I'm running low on battery, so I gotta charge my phone, make sure it's all charged, and yeah, we are chilling. Let me try to send a message out here. If it will send. Oh wow, it's sent it 2 times. That's completely fine. Anyways, guys, hope you all are having a great day, and today we're talking about Scream 7, Strangers Chapter 3, as usual, and the Silent Hill 1 remake that is currently in development, according to Konami, which was announced a few months ago, and Return to Silent Hill. There's not much happening in horror right now. Yeah, Fortnite Mares is happening, though, very soon. And keep in mind, Call of Duty's The Haunting was just announced, and we're getting Predator and Jason Universe Jason. The worst thing I've ever seen in my entire life. And that says a lot because I hate a lot of things. But Jason Universe Jason has to be like my number one hate on here. Like, if you guys know what this man looks like in this new film, aka Sweet Revenge, you would know how stupid Jason looks. It's not even funny anymore. Um, yes, this is very much true. There is a confirmed Friday the 13th film and game, which is based off of the new stuff, if I'm correct. But I'm not quite sure. And we have one person on here already. Hello, hello. I'll just have to make sure I can hear everybody. But your mic is
Hello,
muted.
hello.
Oh my god. I was just like, oh, I don't think I can hear anything, and then I just got blasted with that. Anyways, welcome on in. I know who you are. Yes, bro. And also, I like how you went as the thing. Yeah, I like it. Just remember, no trolling, or else you're gonna lose the rights to being on here. Anyways, yeah, the new Friday the 13th game. I'm excited to see what they're going to do with this. I don't know if Ilphonic is going to come back to do this one. I wouldn't be surprised if they were like, yo, how about we come back and do Friday the 13th the game for you? And then they're just like, hell nah, bro. You absolutely ruined it. And now look at the game. It's more dead than a dead rat, if I'm being honest. Uh, my theory for Scream 7 is that Neil Prescott is the opening kill, which leads Sydney back against Ghostface. Because no way they just waste Neil Prescott and have him die off screen. Neil Prescott, the father. Yes. That would make a lot of sense. It would add more to Sydney's character development throughout Scream 7. I think that's a good idea for them to do, kill him off. But that's just what I think. I think they should actually kill him. It would add a lot to her character development. It would add to the film development. It would add to the story and what might happen. Knowing now that her father is dead, that there is a very high chance of bad stuff happening, like Ghostface coming back to kill her and her family, including Mark, which would be very interesting. I would love to see that happen. But overall, seems interesting. I'm not entirely sure how I feel about this new film yet. Like, if you guys know me, I'm still very skeptical on this film. Like, hear me out. I'm really excited for Scream 7. It's just, I'm worried. I've been a Scream fan for such a long time. I can't have them ruin the franchise like that because one bad decision can lead to Scream 7 going all over the place and just being a bad film because anything can happen in a movie franchise. So hopefully nothing like that will happen. And Gale is definitely the final kill of Scream 7 leading into Scream 8 because we haven't seen Courtney Cox talk about Scream 7 at all. Wow, that is a great point, actually. She has not been talking about the film at all. You are absolutely right about that. If Gale dies, I'm letting out tears. I know she's not that great of a character anymore. She was, but if she gets killed, that's going to be a lot to add to the story. Now that Sydney has lost both Gale and Dewey, and then her father as well, if that ends up happening. Apparently, the opening kill might actually just be Chad from it might just be Chad. That's what people think it's gonna be. My bad, I kind of had to go because I was in the car and I don't know as much as you guys about horror. That's all good. At least you know a lot about Call of Duty because for some reason, Jason Universe, Jason is going to be in the new COD update. And Chucky, of all things. I'm sorry. You mean the killer doll? Like, bruh, you mean like this? Bruh, I'm sorry, bruh, I'm sorry. But you mean this thing? This small doll? You mean this is going to be a skin or a weapon in Call of Duty? How are you going to make this work in Call of Duty? It's literally a doll. Unless if you bring out an actual Charles Lee Ray skin, you might be able to do something with this. But overall, like, what are they going to be able to do for Chucky and Call of Duty? There's no way they can make that happen unless if they like somehow pull off an Avengers level move or something. Maybe there's a chance. To be fair, Gale and Sydney only ever became friends because of Dewey, so who's to say they're still friends now that Dewey is dead? That is a very good. That's really good, actually. You have some great theories there. Honestly, I don't think they're. No, wait, they are. They are. If you remember watching Scream 6, I dude, I literally rewatched Scream 6 this morning, so I know everything about it right now. If you've seen Scream 6 and you remember the scene where she like dodges Melissa Barrera punch and then Jenna goes in and punches her again. If you remember that, you would know that after that, Gail says like, "Hey, I'm sorry. I want to catch this as much as you do." And then she's like, "Really? Well, or maybe you're just afraid that without Ghostface in your life, you're gonna fade away." That's what Jenna says. And then she's like, "I talked to Sydney." So that means she does still talk to Sydney. Or maybe it was only for this special occasion. But then she was like, "I'm taking the kids and Mark somewhere place safe." And then she was like, "I need to have my happy ending." And she really does. Like, I feel bad for Sydney, bro. She's been through a lot. Like, first, her boyfriend died, who happened to be the killer. All of her friends died, except for Randy and Dewey. I don't know if Didney. I don't know if Dewey was ever really a friend of Sydney's, though. Like, could actually be considered a friend. But in Scream 2, he was definitely considered a friend. And then in Scream 2, she lost everyone there. Scream 3, she actually didn't lose anybody in Scream 3. Scream 4, she lost her niece and her manager, I think, or yeah, her manager, I forgot. Assistant manager. And then in Scream 5, she lost Dewey, and then in Scream 6, she lost no one because she wasn't there. So she's definitely been through a lot compared to Laurie Strode. That's why I don't get why some fans say Sydney needs to be the killer in Scream 7. Sydney is too pure to ever be the killer. Yeah, if you've actually, like, if you pay attention to what Sydney is as a character, you would know she's way too nice of a soul to pass on being a killer. Gale, on the other hand, I I have an idea. Maybe because after Scream 6, the Ghostface stuff has been fallen over. Gale has been fallen over, and she's not as famous as she once was. So, to bring back her fame, she dresses up as Ghostface and starts killing off people. I would love to see Gale do that. It would be an interesting way for her character arc because all she really cares about is fame. If you really think about it, all she cares about is fame. However, in Scream 5, she actually does kind of care about Dewey. But at the same time, she also brought her entire team there to help be like, oh, guess what happened, guys? There's another mutilated body inside of that house. You want to go right in and watch it and look at it, take pictures of it? Let's go take a look at it, shall we? Like, Gail films everything. It's ridiculous. Gail literally says in Scream 2, check your conscience at the door, sweetie. I'm not here to be loved. That's why she's an asshole. I totally forgot about that. Dude. Like, and then the thing is, guess who she ends up getting married to? Dewey Riley. And then guess who she ends up getting divorced to? Dewey Riley. And then guess who she ends up dating? A random buff guy. And then guess who ends up getting killed? A random buff guy. So, literally, you're 100% right there. In Scream 4, Gale does have a Ghostface mask of the party. She gets stabbed at because she enters the party wearing a Ghostface mask. Yeah, and she like set up the cameras in there at the Stabathon. Yeah, it was the Stabathon, right, guys? Stabathon, I think it was. Yeah, so that means she has an extra pair of Ghostface masks. But now the real question is, why does she have a Ghostface mask? Why does she have this lying around in her house if she hates this thing so much? Something to take in, guys. We got to take in that Gale isn't as all she seems. She might actually be a real killer. Because honestly, because it's a Scream franchise, anything can happen. And honestly, if you've seen I Know What You Did Last Summer, the new I Know What You Did Last Summer, then there is a great chance of horror movies actually pulling this move off, where they make one of the original survivors the killer. Also, if you rewatch Scream 2 after Ghostface kills Randy, you can spot a Ghostface mask laying in the van next to Randy, but the killer exits wearing a mask. Possibly or possibly not, because that's kind of hard. Thing is, that is really hard to distinguish because she could have been wearing a mask, or maybe she just did this. She threw the mask in there, and then she was like, and like now she's like, "Oh yeah, guys, welcome back. I am." What was her name? What was Nancy Loomis's Elias in Scream 2? I forgot what it was. If I'm being honest, I forgot what her Elias was in Scream 2. But either way, there is a possibility. There is a possibility. So it could have been her mask, or it could have been the actual killer's mask. And remember, how does she know everything about that shrine? I get it, she's a journalist, she finds out stuff. But if I'm being honest, how does she find that so damn quickly when she can't even find where the killer's base is or where the killer might strike next? But she happens to find a whole damn shrine that's locked, and she somehow has a key card to the place. Debbie Salt. Yes, Debbie Salt. Yep, I remember that. Plus, how did Mickey film the phone call with Randy yet he wasn't around campus, around where Randy was standing when he dies, yet there's footage of Randy's phone call? Yes, there is. Like, that's the thing. There's so many weird things that happen in the Scream franchise. It's kind of hard to keep track. So it's like, is she really doing what she's doing in there? Does everything happen to belong to her? And Scream 6 really helped prove theories on the fact that Gail Weathers could have actually been working with the Kirsch family. Because let's be honest, it would be really hard to shoot off the roommate lottery and somehow get paired up with Chad Meeks. That would be pretty hard. And overall, with trust issues and stuff, you uh, you think Samantha would have played things better there in her part for Scream 6, but no, she didn't. She was like, "Hey, let's live with you." After I almost just got brutally murdered by my boyfriend and my sister's best friend. Anything can happen now that I think about it. Plus, it couldn't have been Nancy that killed Randy because Nancy was always up Gail's ass in every scene. Gail was in yet neither Mickey or Nancy was in that scene where Randy gets the call. Yeah, because if you really think about it, like in every single scene where Gail is on site, Debbie Salt, aka Nancy Loomis, is in every single one of those scenes, taking notes or filming everything or asking her questions on like how to become a journalist and stuff. So it's like that's definitely something to think about. And that is a great coincidence now that I think about it. I'm here. Of course you're here. Welcome. And I will if you guys go scroll all the way back up, I did post a I will do this every now and then for people that do want to join, but in case if you want to join, link is always here in case if you guys want to use it. It's Horror Talk Tuesday. Everyone's allowed on, except if you are trying to troll. Rice, I'm talking to you, buddy. I know what you're trying to do. Anyways, welcome. Okay, we're just gonna skip all of that and let's get back into some more topics about Scream 7. Who do you think the killers are going to be? Now, if you guys have actually been paying attention to Scream 7, there's multiple reasons on why McKenna Grace's character might be the killer. I don't know why. Like, I don't know. I do think I saw what you did last summer kind of copy Scream 2 a little because Julie and Carla remind me of Sydney and Hallie. They even have similar dialogue. Dude, literally, Julie is literally Sidney Prescott. Like, thing is, even with wait, I literally just noticed something. In the new I Know What You Did Last Summer, both Ray and Julie are very similar to Sydney and Dewey. Like if you really think about it, Sydney and Julie, they're both successful, they're living their own lives, doing their own thing. While Ray is stuck where he lives, he's still stuck in the harbor, and Dewey was still stuck in Woodsboro. He was living there on his own. So was Ray. They didn't have any intimate contact with anybody. They were just trying to live their life and move on from the horrors they've seen. So it's basically the entire plot or the entire character arc of both Dewey and Sydney in the movie. Because keep in mind, Julie and Sydney both survive in that film, but Dewey and Ray both die in that film. So it's basically like Scream 5 all over again. I actually think McKenna Grace's character will get the Drew Barrymore treatment, so she's probably one of the opening kills. But what if Sydney's dad is the second opening kill, so we get two kills at once? Hey, recreating. So we're recreating. we're literally recreating the original. First, the dad gets killed, aka oh my god, what was the football player's name? Uh, my boyfriend will be here in a second. I forgot his name, but if you know who I'm talking about, you know who I'm talking about. And then it goes on and kills Drew Barry. Steve! Yes, Steve. Bro, I swear. Yes, Steve gets killed and gutted, by the way, so that could be referencing. Who knows? And if you keep it in mind, if you keep this in mind, in Scream 2, there's like, they're copying the original styles of these killings. And hey, maybe Steve or no, maybe Neil Prescott might actually get framed again for the killings. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised because this one is more going back to the actual roots of the original Scream and staying on point. So really, I think that there is a really good chance of that actually happening. What do you guys think? I think possibly he could get framed because it's kind of similar to the original. Also, it was confirmed that Stu killed both Casey and Steve. I got to talk to Matthew Lillard about it once, and he said it was Stu killed both. Wow, that's awesome, man. I really want to meet him, but unfortunately, they haven't been at any conventions where I go to. Rose City Comic Con, they weren't there. Washington State, they weren't there, and same for Vancouver Fan Expo, they weren't there. However, uh, I do have 4 Scream signatures, which I do absolutely adore. Over here, I do have David Arquette right there and Rose McGowan right there. I got to talk to Rose about the actual Tatum kill from the original Scream, so that was pretty fun actually. Fake. This is a fake knife. YouTube, don't ban me. And then I also have. I haven't met Skeet either. I have not met Skeet. This was actually gifted to me. This one was gifted to me, so this was a great gift. I think when Dewey said Sydney's dad died in 4, I think that was to fake his death. Because if that was true, Sydney would have been so sad about it. Yeah, like that's the thing. There's so many odd points in the Scream franchise that just don't make sense, but it just randomly happens. So there, that is Skeet Ulrich, right there. Kind of weird to like finger stuff because my camera's inverted. So yeah, this one says we all go a little mad sometimes. So pretty cool there. I've had this for about 2 years, I think, surprisingly. I've had this before I even started my channel. Yeah, before everything started. I had this before. I'm having a bit of trouble trying to put this up for some reason. The frames backstand isn't working. Let me try to the only 3 I got autographs from out of this Skeet Ulrich, Courtney. Whoa. You've Courtney Cox. Teach me the ways. How did you get Courtney Cox? Because she is like a big celebrity. So how in the world did you manage to get Courtney Cox? You got to tell me about that one. I just got to say. Oh, and hello. We have Allison on here, so welcome on in.
Hello.
Yeah, what's up? This photo, I swear, it just doesn't want to go on.
Uh,
It's-
since we're still talking about Scream, um, are you excited for the Scream 7 trailer coming soon?
Bro, I am so mad that they haven't released it yet. Like, I have been waiting so damn long. Like, ever since it was announced that it was possibly going to release, during like screenings for Conjuring Last Rites in theaters. I was like,
Mm,
oh my god, I'm so excited, I can't wait. And then they just never did it. And I'm just like, dude, we've been
like,
waiting
bro.
over 2 years for it with multiple script rewrites and multiple directors leaving. And Melissa Barrera again fired, Jenna Ortega leaving the project. Like, just bless us with something here. And they just don't
Yeah.
do that at all. So it's like I'm really excited to see that. I met Courtney back in the '90s when she was filming Friends, and she had the red streak. So she just finished. Oh, so s- so she just finished filming Scream 2. Wow, like that's crazy. Like I actually met her while she was filming Friends, dude. That's I gotta admit that's actually like pretty cool. I think out of everyone I know that's met like big celebrities, that's one of my favorite ones. Being able to actually meet Courtney Cox because she doesn't do conventions and stuff like that. Like
Hmm.
that's crazy. Overall, yeah, I would like to meet Courtney Cox because she's in a bunch of great stuff other than Scream, Friends included. But I'm not the biggest fan of Friends. It's more really Scream only if I'm being honest. So yeah, it's a lot of money to actually try to get to meet people. Um, King Matthew, I also met Roger L. Jackson, but that was last year as well. I'm hoping that most of the Scream 7 cast will go to a fan expo this year in Vancouver. That would be a dream. Because keep in mind, Vancouver Fan Expo is only a week before, or like 2 weeks before the movie releases. So it's like, come on, they have to have someone go there. And I was like, I have a feeling someone is going to go to Rose City Comic Con for this year because Stranger Things season 5 comes out like 2 months before it even comes before like the convention. So it's like, there's going to be someone Stranger Things related going. And I was absolutely right. David Harbour ended up going. Great guy, by the way. So I'm hoping that some people from the cast will go to Vancouver Fan Expo, especially since Rose McGowan has been here before. So there is a decent chance of it happening. And then last year, someone from the Scream MTV series was there. I was like, "Ooh, I should meet him." But then it was like, I've never seen the MTV series, so why should I? Because I'm not gonna watch it. I might just skip over to season 3 immediately. Overall, like, if you guys have seen the MTV series, it looks stupid. I don't know. If you've seen it, please let me know. I remember it was on Netflix for like the longest time, but then that happened. Wait, I almost got to meet Nev Campbell on the set of Scream 5. I passed by her while she was filming, but she was busy, so I didn't bother her. Man, how are you on the sets of these Scream movies, man? Do you like work on them? Dude, you must actually work on these films. I got to meet Jamie Kennedy in person as well back in the day when he was filming scenes for Ghost Whispering. Oh, dude. Are you like a movie like BTS guy? Like, how are you being able to meet all these people on sets, bro? To be fair, I got to meet someone on set, but that was because they were filming at my dad's work. That was the only reason why. That one I Yeah. Unless if you like work at all of these places and like what, Nev and Courtney Cox just happen to be filming there, that would be kind of crazy. Overall, like I'm still skeptical about Scream 7. Yeah.
Yeah, the thing
Uh,
about like Scream 7, it comes out on February of next year, yet they still have not released the trailer yet.
yeah, and honestly, I get it. I really do get it why they're not releasing it. But it's like after all these script rewrites and the director, Christopher Landon, I think it was, I forgot his name. But after he left, I was like, oh, come on, they have to do something for us because we've been waiting this long. And keep in mind, Nev Campbell announced that Scream 7 was going to release in February of 2026 1 year ago. Wow, that feels
What?
weird to say. Yeah, I remember I was in Disney World back when that was announced. So, and keep in mind, it's
That's
October
crazy.
7th.
Uh huh.
That's going to be, I was October, no, wait, it's October 7th today. And this was a few days before I went over to Universal. So, it was probably today, a year ago, now that I think about it. So, we've been waiting so long. It's ridiculous. Like the only
Mhm.
actually piece of information we've gotten confirmed was the release date. Like Stu coming back and stuff. I think it is confirmed, but all I know is that leakers and stuff are just they're just leaking out like crazy. Um wait. They were gonna release the teaser, but one of the workers on set tried to leak the film by trying to post the images of the movie. Oh, okay. That makes sense. So that's why they haven't released the teaser because someone tried to leak the film. Okay, that makes sense. So we should probably begin it in October. But to be fair, when Scream 5 was coming out, we got the teaser or the official trailer for that one in October 2021. And then the movie came out
Mhm.
January 2022. And then December 2023, we got the teaser for Scream 6, and then it came out like 3 months later. But considering how much hype there is around Scream 7, I think they kind of have to release the teaser trailer a month earlier. So it should be October instead of coming out in November. They
Mhm.
honestly should do that. Uh, it's also crazy how only Matthew Lillard talks about Scream 7. Usually Nev talks about the film, but both her and Courtney Cox have been quiet. Nev has been kind of quiet about it. She's not saying much, but she's saying stuff about it. Like she announced the release date, she announced all of that, and she talked about it on interviews and stuff before. But Matthew is definitely the standout of talking about Scream 7 so far. I will agree with that. And Eli Cortez is back on here. What is up, my man? How are you doing?
Hello.
Oh, you see, you always know what's going up. Don't forget to slash that like button and sub to this awesome channel. Yeah, you guys should do that, and make sure you guys go subscribe
Mhm.
to Allison as well. How much subscribers are you
Thank
at?
you. Oh, not that much. I don't really post that much, really.
Valid. I I will post a lot. It just depends on what I'm going to post. Or obviously because of what's been happening lately, personal, especially with Stephen from Craven Something Scary passing away, and then my cat passing away. So that's why I took a quick break. So that was like
Mhm.
back to back, and I was like, "What?" First I lose my cat, and then Stephen tragically passed away because he was sick.
Mhm.
So that was really sad, but unfortunately, some things have to happen. Doing awesome.
Yep.
Hey, that's great. And then King Matthew's also saying hi. And I do send my condolences out to his family. And obviously,
Mhm.
since we're on the topic of Scream 7, obviously, he was a big fan of the Scream franchise. Like, literally in his name, Craven Something Scary. Literally in his name. But great person. He talked about Scream a lot. He was actually one of my go to people to talk about Scream. Or not
Nice.
talk about it, but like actually watch Scream for along with Beyond the Mask and Killjoy. So
Mhm.
yeah, tragic that he passed away, but condolences sent out. Uh, overall, I know Scream 7 is going to be a wild walk in the park. That's going to be the
For sure.
standout movie of the year. I think if it has the chance, it could have the opportunity to. Actually, no, scratch that. It's not winning an Oscar at all. I don't think it will.
Not at
I was
all.
about to say there might be a chance, but with the competitors that Scream's going up against, hell no. Uh, he was also a huge Stu believer. I wasn't really keen on Stu being alive, but Craven has been convinced with the clues he pointed out about Stu being alive. Yeah, that's the thing. I also really agreed with him on that. And that's why I think Stu will come back because I'm a Stu believer as well. What are you guys in chat, including you, Allison? Are you non-Stu believers or Stu believers?
Uh, I'm an official Stu believer.
Valid. Like, there's so many great points to go out there on if he's actually still alive or not. And with what we talked about yesterday, going into the Scream 7 topics about how Stu possibly helped Amber with killing Dewey and the entire third act of it as well, that could have been another thing. Rose channel. Hey, thank you for the link, Eli. So, everyone, if you do want to subscribe to Allison, the link is right there. Thank you, Eli, for putting that
Thank
out
you.
for us. Yeah. Honestly, with the clues I'm getting from rewatching the Scream films, I think Stu is alive.
Uh huh.
thing is, thing is, it's also referenced in Scream 6. Like, if you remember the ending of the film when
Yeah.
Mindy and Kirby are sitting by the shrine, they're like, and there's the TV that killed Stu Macher, and then Kirby's like, if you believe he's dead. And that's like, oh crap, he might be alive, but there's still a chance. Overall, I think there is a good chance of him coming back. Ooh, also, there's a huge Stu clue in Scream 2. The killer talking to Randy says, "You'll never get the girl," mocking Randy about Sydney. I remember Stu was heavy on mocking Randy about Sydney and one. Very, very heavy. I remember, bro. Like, and then he's like, "Oh man, there goes my chance with Sid." And then Stu closes the door, and then he's just like giving him a peace sign, and then just walking away. And then the entire movie store scene on its own. That's another thing. Although that was more like mocking him about who the killer was. But there was a lot of mocking towards Randy from Stu about Sydney and him having a crush on Sydney. So, hey, coincidences, I must say. All very high and very believable coincidences that could actually come true in the future. Anything is possible, anything can happen. It's a horror movie franchise. Jason went to space. What do you expect? Next, like,
Yeah.
yeah, with Jason going to space, literally anything is possible. Jason possessing people, that's possible. Michael Myers transferring his evil into Corey Cunningham, that can happen. Uh, AI generated voices in
Oh
Scream
my.
3, that happened. And keep in mind, that was 25 years. Yeah, that was 25 years ago. Bro.
Dang.
Nah, that's way too long. I do have a crazy theory. What if Randy was involved in the attack on Casey Becker in Scream 1? Because how did Randy know about her liver being in the mail?
Oh.
Wow. I didn't even think about that. But I remember that scene with him joking about her liver being the litter in the litter box. About her liver being
Letterbox.
in the mailbox in the fountain scene where all of the group is talking about who killed who and who the killers can be. So that is a very good point. You see, King Matthew always has great points. And I'm starting to like rethink on these films and be like, wow, one of these are definitely true. And honestly, you might have just cracked the case. And as I said, it's a horror movie. Anything can happen. Jason is in space. Like, how the hell does that even happen? No, not even that. How does he get brought back with nanotechnology? It's a human, not a human anymore. But like,
Wait,
how does my guy go from being like, ugh, and then he just
hold on.
goes into this buff T1000? Like, bro, what are you supposed to do against Mister Hasta la vista, baby, over here? You can't
I
do
mean,
anything against that.
about the Randy theory, um, that could be true, but also remember that couch scene in Scream 1? They
Oh yeah.
also were gonna kill him. So if you think about that, he probably wouldn't have something to do with it. But the mask was different in the opening scene if you think about it.
Yeah, that although that was because of copyright issues. They had
Yeah.
Candy Effects workshop come in and make the masks since
Hmm.
they didn't have the actual license. And then later
Yeah.
on during filming they actually got the license, so they went back, redid a few scenes. They didn't want to redo every scene, so they just redid a few scenes. And then that's how we got the Fun World mask. And that's how everything exists. That thing right there. Oh, sorry, inverted camera. That thing right there, that's how that thing exists because of the official license for it. And,
Oh, when I
like,
first
yeah,
saw Scream 1, it was so obvious that Billy was the killer. I'm not even joking.
it was
Cause
pretty obvious.
it
So many
was
red flags.
so obvious.
Yeah,
I don't I don't think Stu's was obvious because he was just a goofball. But
some scenes I
really,
was like, ooh, but
yeah.
I see where you're coming from. It was very obvious. But either way, because it was so obvious, it came out as a great killer reveal still. Because even
Yeah.
after we thought he got killed, everyone was like, oh, "Wait, so he's not the killer?" And then he comes back and he's like, "Pig's blood, same stuff they use for." Oh my god! I am on drugs today, I think, guys. I don't know what's happening to me. Also, no way Billy would help Stu kill Casey and then risk being seen in the Ghostface outfit. Because remember, he went to Sydney's after the opening, and his dad did say he was supposed to be at home. Mm, I don't know. But even about the attack on Casey, Tatum even says Stu was with her and Billy was with Sydney. Randy was the one without an alibi.
Oh.
That's another thing. But you never know. What depends. What time was Stu with Tatum? What time was that?
Actually, hold on. Cause
Or ooh,
Bill if Billy was um with Sydney after, then he could have at least helped Randy because he did arrive after the opening kill.
yeah. That's the thing. Like if you're trying to find out who did who or who did what in the original Scream, then I have another great creator for you guys who I've been watching since this man had like 10,000, 5,000 subscribers. I think he has like 100,000 now. You guys might know him, but if you do, go watch this guy named Zach Cherry. He posts a lot of Scream content, and he did come out with videos for every single Scream on who did what and what happened in those movies. So I don't remember what he said. I think he did say that it was both Stu and Billy, and you can obviously tell because in the opening sequence, specifically, um, Billy, who I'm thinking is that killed Tatum, what that killed Casey. He specifically raises his knife like this and then cuts down into her. While in multiple different scenes, Stu is seen doing this, getting ready to strike like Dexter Morgan. So
Wait. The
anything is
thing
really
is,
possible.
how did they kill Casey that fast? How did they hang her up in that tree that
Ooh,
fast?
exactly. Like, hey, maybe it was like teamwork makes the dream work. Uh, yeah. Hey, that might be it. But even about the attack on Casey Tatum, wait, no, I already read that one. I think I meant to read a different one. No, wait, never mind. Wait, one day. Wait. Oh, it was supposed to be this one. Also, in the final act of Scream One, why didn't Billy and Stu kill Randy have when they had a chance? And even Billy gives Randy a chance to live by shooting Randy in the shoulder.
Oh,
That's the thing. Because if it was Billy, well, also keep in mind, they more wanted to play with their victims. That's the thing. Like, if you really look at it, Billy did the same thing with Gail. He just, like, kicked her into the pool, and that was it. And he was like, whatever, I'm done with you. And same goes for Randy. He's just like, oh, boom, I'm done with you. I want to go fool around with Sydney, torture her myself for the past
wait.
6 or 7 minutes.
So we're supposed to have three killers, basically.
Could be, yes. Because, well, ooh, I don't know. But in Scream 2, it's clearly shown that Randy was like a survivor. But either way, what was he doing throughout those minutes that he was down, bruh? Because honestly, it was
Exactly.
just his shoulder, bro. You could get up like that, bro. Just use your other hand. That's why you have two hands for a reason.
Oh my
Um,
gosh. Uh,
yeah. Because either way, he was down on the floor for like what, 6 or 7 minutes?
oh,
That's crazy. And the final act on its own
six,
was like
7.
6 or 7 minutes. 6, 7. Also, the killer in Scream 5 brings back the horror movie trivia along with the Ghostface in 4, and only Randy knew about horror movies. That's a good. Wait, keep in mind though, Billy likes horror movies because it's also shown like it was also shown like in the scene where he goes up to Sydney's house. He's like, so yeah, I was watching the Exorcist tonight. So it's clearly shown that he likes horror movies.
Takes blood
Clearly,
from Carrie.
yeah, that's another thing. He knew that. He knew that as well. No one would knew that. No one would know that. Man, I didn't even know that until Billy brought it up. So it's probably Billy that knows just as much movies. So maybe Randy was at least doing the calls. Possibly, I think it was still Billy doing the calls, especially since he did have some decent questions. Although, literally, the questions he was asking Casey were like noob level questions. Like, literally, anyone could think of that if you're a horror fan now. Like, who is the killer in Halloween? That's Jason Voorhees. That's who the killer is. Who's the killer in A Nightmare on Elm Street? Ooh, that would have to be Michael Myers. Who is the killer in Friday the 13th? Ooh, that's gonna have to be Michael Myers. I think that's the killer in Halloween. I mean, Friday the 13th. And I swear, actually, now that I think about it, there's a very good chance of people failing that question because you know what's the biggest, and I mean the biggest piss me off moment? Whenever someone says, yo, look, wait, I swear, I get so mad when someone's like, yo, look, it's Jason Voorhees. Like, bro, how is this Jason Voorhees, bro?
Oh
I
my
swear,
god.
this happens way too much. That's why I think that these questions that they're asking people in Scream, people would actually fail those. Like some people are like, I'm like, who's this? They're like, oh yeah, that's Jason Voorhees. I ain't Jason Voorhees. That's Mika Lele. Either way, like, there's still a chance of people failing these easy questions. And then pull out a ghost face mask. And this one pisses me off even more. You know what people call Ghostface? Scream. They call him Scream. Like, I get it. That's what the movie's called. But Man, really? Scream? That's your name? Wow. Honestly, I think there should just be a Scream 7 theory episode, if I'm being honest. Because we haven't even talked about Return to Silent Hill, which I'm so excited for, by the way, but I am insanely worried about it because I love Silent Hill 2, bro. What if the phone call in Scream 7 references I Know What You Did Last Summer? Because technically Sarah Michelle Gellar is in Scream 2, yet they never mention Last Summer in Scream like they do Halloween. That is very much true. Although, to be fair, when did Scream 2 release? Because it released in the same year that I Know What You Did Last Summer released. But when did it release? Was it like before I Know What You Did Last Summer or after it released? Because either way, filming would have already been done. But I mean, like, what time of the year? Either way, I don't think it would have been possible for them to know, oh, yeah, guess what? There's a new movie called I Know What You Did Last Summer Talk coming out. So either way, I don't think they would have mentioned that either way because it was too new of a movie, and I don't think many people knew about I Know What You Did Last Summer when it first came out before, I think. So if Scream 2 came out before, then yeah, they wouldn't have been able to reference I Know What You Did Last Summer. Yeah. That's rough thinking, if I'm being honest. I will have to admit that is rough thinking. Overall, though, uh, yeah, that's they could have mentioned during Scream 3 at least. Yes, they could have because that was filmed in '99. Technically, yeah, there's a decent chance of that happening. Uh, Yeah, the Scream franchise is really like all over the place right now. Like, look at these theories we're coming up with. We're coming up with the most wildest, most weirdest theories in mankind. Yet somehow they make sense. That says a lot. So overall, I think like anything can be possible. And I keep saying that because it's true. Uh Overall, do you guys think we are done with the topic of Scream 7? Because we've been talking about Scream 7 for the past 52 minutes. And it is currently 5:10 already. And I'm probably going to head off in like 20 minutes if I'm being honest. Oh my god. Wait. Let me BRB. All goody. But guys, is that who I think it is? It's Shane. Hey, you know what's up, man? Welcome on into the chat. How are you doing, Mr. Shane? Have you seen the new Fortnite update? K-pop Demon Hunters? Looks pretty crazy. Bro, rock face emoji, bro. Nah, bro, you be having like the rock face emoji, bro. Wait, I'm gonna try to put this mask on, low key. If this will come off because it's sticky. Uh, okay, it came off, but if this thing even gonna fit because it's not necessarily a small mask, but yo, Loki doesn't look bad. I actually think it kind of looks cool. I saw it. That's good. Honestly, I'm not. Oh no, what's happening? I don't really know as much about Silent Hill, but I did pick up the game for PS5, so I'm gonna play that for the first time later on. Well, I will be replaying all of Silent Hill 2 next week. So I will be doing a new series playing Silent Hill 2 remake. So if you guys want to see that,
Dun.
I guess you want to see it.
The
Um,
boogeyman's coming.
nah, bro, I ain't the boogeyman. I'm here, bro. I ain't the boogeyman though.
I don't know who that is.
It's Mikalele Mekadiore. I'm very sick and had to call off of work today. I don't know if I'll feel good enough for it tomorrow. Oof, that sucks. Yeah,
We hope you feel better.
unfortunately. Yeah, I really hope you do. That genuinely sucks. How long have you been feeling sick for? 6 or 7 hours?
6, 7.
I have to keep doing it, bro. It's in my head, bro. Overall, like, yeah, I do genuinely hope you feel better. But
Yeah.
yeah, that sucks having to call off work. Dude, I haven't been sick in like 2 years. Started 2 days ago. Dang.
Damn.
What's the worst today? Ooh, I think it's just a very bad cold. Most likely because I can't see anything with this mask on because it's so hard to turn my head with a latex mask taking over everything. So I'm just gonna try to take it off, even though it's hella sticky on the inside. Probably because I barely touched this thing at all. It literally, like, dude, I don't touch this thing at all. There's still the tag on it. Like, dude, it's probably my favorite mascot. Well, there goes my mic. Um, Overall, yeah, having to take off work sucks. Oh, dude, my mic cover fell off as well. Let's hope nothing actually broke, or else I'm cooked, bro. I literally just got this mic for my birthday, so it sucks. Overall, for Return to Silent Hill, though, the game is such a good game, Silent Hill 2. I'm really interested to see how it's going to go into movie form, because let me tell you this, that is not James Sunderland. What the hell is that thing in Return to Silent Hill? That is not James Sunderland, the guy who accidentally, spoiler alert, killed his wife. That is not him, bro. Hello there. Anyways,
Hello.
welcome on in. How are you doing, TCCK? And rest in peace. Rest in peace. Uh, yeah, I'm so mad about what they're doing to my boy James in the film. However, there's multiple reasons on why I think Return to Silent Hill is actually a loop. And if you've played the original Silent Hill specifically, there's like an Easter egg that you can find throughout multiple playthroughs in the game. And you can unlock the UFO ending if you do this. Yes, there is a UFO ending in
May I
a
say,
psychological horror game.
may I say something about Return to Silent Hill?
Yes.
I feel like they could have made the characters at least look a bit better for their
Oh
budget.
my god. I think Maria looks fine. It looks pretty good compared to the original. But
I
James
mean,
Sunderland, oh my god,
yeah.
dude. I didn't know we were turning into My Chemical Romance. Like, bro. First off, he's like, I lost my wife. And now, in my restless dreams, I'm here looking for my wife in Silent Hill. And then he's just over here being like, um, he's probably singing to My Chemical Romance in his car while driving over to Silent Hill. And then he's just like missing his wife and stuff. And then he's like, "Cause tonight will be the night I will
I will
fall for
fall for
you."
you.
That's literally James Sunderland in the new film. Like, he's not supposed to be emo. He's just a broken guy. Like, I
Yeah.
get it, being emo could be like being sad, but that's not technically being an emo. Being
Cut
emo
my
is
life
really just how
into
you dress and
pieces.
what you listen to. It's not like being sad and stuff.
Yeah.
But overall, like the way my guy dresses, he's not. You, I get it, you're emo, but dude, you're not emo in the games. Like the
Yeah.
actor, I'm completely fine with who the actor is. Like I'm fine with that. It's just at least maybe give him a wig or something, a blonde wig, shave his beard off, make it blonde, and then give him a jacket with the American flag on it.
Hmm.
At least do that. But nothing we can do now. I still have hopes for the film, but I also don't have hopes for the film. Am I still excited? Yes. Does Pyramid Head look good in the film? Yes.
Oh, I have
I'm
something to say.
what?
Did you know that Evie Templeton, the girl from Wednesday, is gonna be in the new
Yeah, she's Yeah, I did hear about that, and she's also in Silent Hill 2 remake.
Yeah.
Um, I will be playing it obviously next week, so you guys will be able to see her. But she plays Laura in both the movie and the game, so that's kind of
Yeah.
cool. So why didn't they just get the cast from the remake to go for the film? That would have been way better. Doesn't take
Honestly,
as much time as well.
that's why directors need to think. They
Yeah,
just can't cast whoever they want.
yeah. For Maria, I think Maria's fine. It's just
Yeah.
James. That's the problem. And if it's called Return to Silent Hill and it's literally a direct adaptation of Silent Hill 2, you gotta go all out, my guy. You gotta go all out. And you have to make everything accurate. That's why I think Silent Hill 2006 is a good film, but I don't think it's a good Silent Hill adaptation.
Hmm.
And Revelations is just um it exists, I guess. It's just kind of there. That movie didn't need to exist, honestly, but other than that, like, I don't think the first movie is bad. I think it's like a 6.5 out of 10 at best. I think it's good and it's really confusing. Not like confusing as in story wise. I think it's confusing as in why are there so many things in the film that are from different games? Like Pyramid Head is in the game, obviously, because he's in a manifestation of James Sunderland's desire for punishment because he
Hmm.
accidentally killed his wife. But then he's in both Silent Hill Homecoming for absolutely no reason. And then he's in Return to Silent Hill, which finally makes sense. He's in Revelations, which doesn't make any sense. And then he's in Silent Hill 2006, which doesn't make any sense either, because he is specifically a manifestation of James Sunderland's desire for punishment because he accidentally killed his wife and now he regrets everything and he misses her dearly. So I don't understand why in the world he's in those films. So I'm actually happy that he's in a Silent Hill film for once. I'm actually happy about that. Sorry, I had to leave the stream for a minute to get my dinner. I'm eating Taco Bell right now. Ooh. Yeah, make sure you get that bathroom prepared. Um I've never seen the Silent Hill movies. Um
I mean,
oh, I mean like you can watch the first one. I think it's good. The second one, though,
it's just horrible.
dude, it's hideous. Like, why is the ending of the film Pyramid Head fighting? I forgot what her name was. Like,
I don't even
like, bro,
remember
that was
the
yeah, it's
others.
ridiculous. The director, that's the thing about Silent Hill games and movies nowadays. These people don't understand how to make a film. And
Hmm.
yes, the director of the first film is an actual Silent Hill fan, but he doesn't understand how to make a Silent Hill film because he brought in all of
Exactly.
these elements from different games and put them into one movie, but it doesn't make any sense. Like, if you're a Silent Hill fan, you have to go based off of the games. Like, where's Cheryl Mason in Silent Hill 1? 2006. Where is she? I don't see her. Yeah, the plot is literally the exact same as the original. But first of all, the main character is not a male. It's not Harry. And obviously, Cheryl Mason ain't even the daughter in this one. And the connection between the actual villain in the movie, the antagonist, and the daughter, it's weird. And how she's called like the witch or whatever. Like, I don't even know what all of this means, bro. Anyways, Rice, what is up? You're popping off on YouTube. Oh, well, I guess I am. I meant to say game adaptation. Oh, yeah. Movie adaptation. Yeah. Uh, I still think the best movie adaptation game has to be Resident Evil 2002. That is a very hot take, my friend. Um, I will be honest. I think that is a very
Oh,
hot take. For
speaking of
me,
Resident Evil, they're making a new one apparently.
yeah.
new
I gotta admit
movie.
though, ooh, best video game adaptation.
Oh, that's kind
Uh,
of hard.
yeah, that is hard. Five Nights at Freddy's. I gotta
Oh,
go with FNAF on that one. That was
yeah.
a dream come true seeing that movie in theaters on at at an early screening. That was amazing. One, two, three, four, five, six,
What do you mean by
seven.
that? Oh my god.
Oh, okay. We've already made quite a few six or seven jokes.
6, 7.
Dude,
I
like, see, I just made a joke about 6'7" while talking about 6'7". Like, I was like, we've already made six or seven jokes about it, and then I literally just made a joke while talking about it. Well, Combat 1995 is another good one. Yes,
oh yeah.
the sequel is. I don't like it though. Uh, the new one, I think it's pretty decent. The Mortal Kombat 2 though,
Oh,
yo.
I'm gonna be the first one there.
Dude,
That looks
that it
insane.
looks so good. Do 6, 7 hand movements? Well, I don't know because this one I have like I wish I had 6 fingers on, but this one I think I should have like 7 fingers, like 6 or 7 fingers. I don't
6,
know what I'm saying.
7.
6, 7.
Okay, we should just let it
Yeah,
go.
we gotta stay on topic, guys. That's why we can't troll around on these ones. But
Yeah,
overall, like we're kind of nearing. Bro, speaking of which, you know what my phone battery's at?
6, 7.
6, 7. Bro, dead ass is at 6, 7. I don't know how, bro. Like the moment we start talking about it. With the Halloween game coming out next year, would you love to see
Oh,
a Scream game?
absolutely.
But how would they do it? Because you can't just create a murder mystery game. That's the thing. You can't just do that.
You can just
This is
call it
why I hate horror movie games, but I also love them. I think they're all great games, but it's like sometimes they're just like, why do you make them? Texas Chainsaw Massacre wasn't that great of a game. Killer Clowns is not a great game either. Friday the 13th was good, but not great. Dead by Daylight is like really the only outstanding one because of everything that lies in the game. Uh, the Halloween game, skeptical about it. It looks amazing, but I'm still gonna have some hopes down for it because it feels like a copy of Friday the 13th.
uh-huh.
And I don't want that to happen because then that means it's just gonna die right away like it did with Friday the 13th. Friday the 13th was like popular for like a year and then it just like slowly died off. And then it just completely died. And then finally they shut down the game. But I still have access to it somehow. There's this weird glitch on PS5 where you go to your Wi-Fi network and stuff, and then you make a brand new LAN cable and you put in specific coordinates, and then once you do and you create the LAN cable and you connect to it, for some reason you gain access to Friday the 13th the game. So I can still play it. And if you guys know Flet, he's also been able to do it. How could I send you an edit from CapCut? I don't think you can. They could
Honestly,
have
if
a. You go first.
okay. If they make a Scream game, I feel like they should just like begin at school and then like later on during the day, you can just call your friend and then just kill them right after. That's simple.
Wow, that's harsh, but that is very much true. They could have a Telltale style Scream game. You're
Oh,
a genius, my friend. You have officially become the smartest person on Earth. That
he is.
makes so much sense. Where you choose who is Ghostface and who dies. Yo, whoa, 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 whoa. That would be sick. Like, say
Yeah.
if you want Sydney to die and she dies, if you want Dewey as a Ghostface. Yo, dude, I'd actually pay money for that one. I'm not gonna lie. That sounds sick. I'm not gonna lie. Gun Media has a little involvement in the Halloween game. Yes. But wait, what do you mean? Do you mean that's why it looks like Texas Chainsaw? Because Ilphonic is the one doing the Halloween game. Gun just has a little involvement. They didn't actually make the game. And people were about to be mad at that because they were like, not a lot of people are fans of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game because not because of the game, but because of Gun. That's why they didn't like it that much. It's not the game's fault, it's Gun Media. For Ilphonic, it was just because of the game. On StreamYard, can I play the bit? No trolling allowed, no edits allowed, unfortunately for you. It's
I have a question.
what's your question?
I'm gonna do a bit of trivia, so I'm gonna ask some questions
Oh god.
of horror movies.
Before we do, I couldn't even play a match on Texas Chainsaw game because the servers sucked.
Oh.
Brother. Dude, I played an hour. I've only played 45 minutes of Texas Chainsaw. That's how it's not bad, but that's how unstable it is. That to the point
Yeah,
I only played 45 minutes of it. And I have that live stream up, and I haven't played it since. I literally deleted it off my PlayStation because let's be honest, am I ever gonna play it again? No.
probably not.
Anyways, let's hear these questions.
All right. Um.
And after this, I think we might head off now because it's close to
Oh,
dinner time. And I made two cruel reviews that I have to edit shortly after this to post for you
all right.
guys. And then I'm probably going to film another video so I can post it tomorrow. And then I might film another video to post it on Thursday because I'm behind
Wow.
schedule because I have like 7 video ideas I want to do.
Minus that. 6, 7.
Oh
Okay.
my God. Okay.
Um.
Do you
Okay.
actually have like trivia questions?
Moving. Moving on. Um. What? Hold on. What was the first question that the caller asked in Scream?
That the
One.
caller asked in Scream?
Uh-huh. Was the first thing
The
that
first
they
question. I believe it was on what Casey's name was. I think he was like, "Who's this?" I think that's what the question was.
You were correct.
Hey, I was about to say at first, what movie are you gonna watch? That's what I was originally gonna say. But let's be honest, every single Ghostface call starts with "Who's
Uh-huh.
this?" That's literally how it all starts.
Yeah.
No, it was what your
Um
name? Yeah, that's what I said. But then after that, was like what I was originally gonna say was blah blah blah.
Next question is a movie that you can prefer. Now these are going to be 4 movies. First one, Psycho 1960. Second one, Night of the Living Dead, the original.
From '68, I believe it was.
Yep.
Yeah.
Third one, I believe, uh, I'm, hold on. I'm gonna have to go with, The Exorcist. And fourth one has to be The Blair Witch Project.
And what's the question again?
Which movie would you prefer? And you have to pick one out of those 4.
Like, is this a trivia question or is this just asking?
It's trivia and questions.
Psycho.
All right. Now, in Psycho, what? Oh, hold on. What was Marion's original death from the book?
Oh, I've never read the book. I've only
You
seen the
never read
movie.
the book.
Wasn't she sick?
She was supposed to get her head chopped off in the shower.
Okay, what the hell? Okay. Anyways, okay. I believe the sentence was, I want to know the name of the person I'm watching. That was
I
No,
feel like
that's a threat. That would be
that's the
considered a
last.
threat.
I feel like that's the
Yeah.
last question, cause like
Yeah. All
yeah.
right. Well, since you're asking me questions, how about I ask all of you guys a question?
All right.
Okay, so during Sydney's first encounter with Ghostface in Scream 1996, she originally thinks it was Randy, so she goes outside. And what does she do to get Ghostface's attention to truly find out if he is watching her or not?
Oh shit, I don't remember.
I know this one's hard. I remember this one like it's the back of my head for some reason.
And I remember watching the movie a million times, yet I don't know this
Do
part.
not look at chat. Do not look at chat. King Matthew got the answer, but I want you to guess it.
Yeah, I'm not even looking at the comments. I don't even want to cheat.
Okay,
But
good, good. Just give us a wild guess.
oh, I honestly don't remember. I've seen the movie like a bajillion times. Oh my.
I'll give you 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8,
Uh,
7,
the
6,
comments can do this.
5,
I can't.
4, 3, 2, 1. Final answer.
Nothing for me.
Okay, the correct answer was she picks her nose.
What?
I'm not joking. She literally just like, hey, hello, what am I doing? Hello.
You're joking.
I'm not joking. She literally does
She
that. Go rewatch the movie.
she picks her nose.
Yeah, I'm dead ass.
Oh my gosh.
That was the scene Sydney had her. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting
Even
for?
King
Hello.
Matthew
Yeah,
says she picks her nose. Oh my gosh.
yeah, it's true. Okay, now the next question. Let me think of another one actually.
All right. That was a good one.
Ooh. So, in the original Halloween movie from 1978,
I'm a lover for
there's
Halloween.
okay, so I'm gonna give you 3 seconds to answer this question once I'm done.
Okay, let's get this
In
started.
Halloween 1978, there is a very famous photo taken by someone of Nick Castle with the Michael Myers mask on, drinking what soda?
Oh, Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, that's right. See, that's an easy one. Of course, everyone would
Yeah,
get that one
I've
right.
seen that movie a
Okay,
million times.
okay, now, uh, is Michael Myers the father of Jamie Lloyd's son?
Oh, yeah, apparently.
Yes. And believe it or not,
That was the worst
um,
decision they've ever made for that film.
yeah, Michael Myers raped Jamie Lloyd.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why that happened, but okay. I got a question. What was Dewey's full name in Scream 1? Hint, it's not Dewey. Oh my
Oh,
god. Oh my god. I remember it.
deputy.
Deputy.
Right?
Wait, that's Deputy though.
Isn't
Uh,
it? I feel like it's deputy.
Dewey.
Oh,
Dewey,
deputy
Dewey.
Dewey. Dewey. Dewey.
Duty Riley. Yeah, Duty Riley. Deputy. Wait,
Deputy Dewey Riley.
oh my god. It's on the tip of my freaking tongue. I
Is
can't guess it.
it
Mm,
Deputy Dewey Riley?
Sheriff Judy Deputy. What?
Hold on.
Yo.
It's Sheriff
Okay.
Deputy Dewey Riley. What is it?
Yeah, what is it?
Oh
It
my
was on the
gosh.
tip of my tongue.
I swear.
Okay. Yeah, I'm done with this game, bro. I'm done.
We're
Okay.
done.
Next question. What is the name of the name both founders of Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria and their children?
What the okay. I know the lore, but I don't know this part. Oh
Name
my
name both founders of Freddy
both
Fazbear Pizza and all of their children.
oh my all of the children.
Yes.
Both founders.
Yes. This is actually no, this isn't pro level question. Most
Wasn't
FNAF fans actually know this one.
wasn't Michael Afton one?
That is one of the kids' names.
Oh, okay.
So I'll give you that one. You got one of the Afton's kids correct.
Okay. I feel like it's on the tip of my tongue. Oh my gosh. What is it? Uh shit. Oh my gosh. This is genuinely hard for me. I
Okay.
know you guys
Oh,
I know you FNAF fans are like, like you guys know this. I don't really pay attention to Five Nights at Freddy's that much.
oh
Um,
no, that's very unfortunate for you. That is quite unfortunate for you, my friend.
it very is unfortunate.
Yeah,
Um,
very unfortunate.
very. um,
Okay. I'll give you a hint. Springtrap. That's one of the founders. Springtrap. But
William.
what's his name?
I knew it was William Afton.
Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. You have
Okay.
2 out of. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have 2 out of 6 correct.
God damn. Okay.
I'll give you a hint. Ski Ulrich was officially announced to play the second co-founder.
Oh. Oh my gosh. I knew. Okay, hold on.
I'll give you a hint. I'll actually give you half of the answer for 2 of them. Emily is the last name. Emily. Yes.
Oh, Emily.
Wait, what did you say?
Henry Emily.
That's 3 correct. Now,
Okay.
what's the daughter's name of Henry Emily?
Shit. Um. Oh my gosh. Oh, I swear I know this. They even like said it not that long ago. Um. Oh my.
I'll give you a hint. It starts with the C. And I don't think there's many girl names that start with the C anyways. It's a long name and it starts with the C. I think it's like 8 letters.
Uh. Hold on. Is it? Hold on. Isn't it? I feel like it's Charlie, right?
Oh my god, it's you were close. It's Charlotte. Charlotte
Charlotte.
Emily.
Oh my gosh.
AKA who William Afton killed in the back of Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria, and after that, she eventually went to go possess the puppet, and then later on, the puppet went to possess Lefty's body in Five Nights at Freddy's 6 Pizzeria Simulator.
Wow.
Yeah, and now you're only 2 left.
Two left. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I'll give
struggle.
you a hint. The bite of 83. That's your hint. Well, actually, no, I think that's pretty obvious, actually. Actually, do you want to give up? You can give up right here. If you want, you can give up right here and I'll just tell you the answers. And Dylan Mosley, what is up? I don't know the other one because I'm not as familiar with FNAF. I've been a FNAF fan for 10 years, my god. Believe it or not, it's been 10 years since I've been a FNAF fan.
I
which is
feel like it was
just
a kid that was
diabolical.
crying. I feel like it was a kid that was crying.
His name is the Crying Child,
The crying child, yes.
but what's his actual name? I'm just kidding. All right, I'll tell you the answers. His name is
Okay.
Evan Afton. So, for William Afton's family, there is Michael Afton, Evan Afton, and Elizabeth Afton. And then for
Fun
Henry
fact.
Emily, there is Charlotte Afton, or Charlotte Emily. My God. I got another question. What was the name of the boat Ray is seen at during the final?
Oh
Oh,
my
bro,
gosh.
you're getting me to memorize boat names.
I'm gonna crash
Yeah,
out.
nah, bro, nah. I don't know that one. I'm sorry, I do not know that one. Anyways,
I'm
guys, I think
genuinely
that
gonna
might
crash
have to be
out.
the end. I have for 8 years, says Dylan Mosley. That's
Okay,
great to
what's the
hear.
last one? What's
Should
the
I
last one?
punch this guy?
What's the last one for the FNAF question? Like, give me
Uh
a hint.
oh, you want a hint? Let me think. Well, she gets eaten alive and stuffed into the stomach of Circus Baby.
Oh my gosh. Um,
It's
uh, uh,
dark, I know. I've only
um,
watched the FNAF film, but that's the only FNAF thing I've seen. Wow. I've played every game except for the VR games and Into the Pit and Secret of the Mimic. The answer is Billy Blue. Huh? Oh, for the boat? That I don't remember that at all,
I
if I'm
just
being honest.
realized. I
What?
just realized. Elizabeth Afton.
Yes, that is correct. Anyways, that is the FNAF quiz, and I think that's the end of it
Yay!
because it's literally like dinner time now. So I'm
Oh,
probably gonna head out. And
alright.
this Saturday, get ready because I will be watching Scott Pilgrim versus the World with Let's Movies and Pop Culture 13, aka Kyle,
Uh,
will be coming on for Scott Pilgrim versus the World, one
I
of the
will be
best
joining.
action movies
I
and
love
comedy
Scott.
movies. I
I love
know.
Scott Pilgrim. It's
3D Booger. Wow. That is diabolical.
that's
3D Booger.
insane.
Anyways, this was fun.
Yeah.
So I will see you all later, and remember, 2 more videos coming out later, and then
Mhm.
2 more videos coming out throughout the next 2 days. So I'm going to be at a convention Friday, so maybe I'll la 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 la. All right. I will see
Alright.
you all later. Have a great day, and see you
Alright, you
soon.
too.